This might finally be the thing that actually pushes me into K-pop. I've like known, I haven't known about it, but I do like, I'm aware of it, as anyone is on the internet. But I've never, no, I don't think this will push me into K-pop. I think I'll just like this song. No, my favorite songs from this movie, Your Idol, my top. But it is it's a close battle between Your Idol and then How It's Done. I love it. It's such a great opener song. It introduces the character so well, and I love the animation, I love how they move, and it's great. All the action, I love it. It's my favorite. Especially, I really love Mira's part. Fit check from a Nippon era. She's my favorite. She's my favorite. I love her. I get like, let me talk about it now. I get the demon boys are hot and all, but does anyone else notice that they're just like mindless zombies? Outside of like two, I think it's like two scenes where they actually talk instead of like singing or performing or like posing, and the rest is like we see it like after Jinwoo's the only one who doesn't like immediately drop when like they're away from the fans and away from eyes on them. So what we understand, or from what I've pieced together, what we've shown through the movie, demons are made through deals or from Gima. So or they come from Guima directly. I think in the flashback we see Guima like make them from his flames. And we know Jinwoo was made from a deal. We see this, and it's like his whole backstory. It's like his one motivating thing. He's like so ashamed that he made this deal and he abandoned his family. Spoiler, sorry. I wasn't supposed to add that. But, so are they... But the problem is, the other boy benders, they look like Jinwoo. They look like humans with patterns and like yellow eyes. I think one of them has fangs, but like human adjacent. So we have to assume they were once human, like Jinwoo, because they look like him. But then like the demons are dead. That's the thing. The underworld is like their punishment, I think Jinwoo says once, or someone says it, or maybe I'm getting that from a fanfic. But none, or at least we don't see. I know it's been like thrown around on the internet that they had to cut a lot of scenes to make the 85-minute mark. There was like a lot of people were disappointed because there's supposed to be like a cute little aquarium date with Jinwoo and Rumi, which I'm also pretty disappointed by because I think their relationship could have used a little more sauce. But so assuming it wasn't cut out, we do see them drop like puppets with cut strings after the game show, and they do this after performances and concerts. Romance spoke once, and I think so did Abby. Romance spoke during the signing, if I'm remembering right, and then Abby spoke after, like when they were confronting the Huntrix in the bathhouse. That one's always looking at my abs. I can't really remember that. But then there's that one scene where the boy band goes back to the underworld, and the boys' glamour goes down. And they're like, we see him bent over, slow moving, mouth agape, like a zombie. Except Jinwoo. What is he? So they're all demons, but is Jinwoo more powerful? Does it have something to do with, what's his name? The tiger and the bird? I love the bird's so fucking adorable. I love the bird. The tiger, the first time I saw the tiger, I was scared too. I was like, oh no. They did great on that design. Especially also the design, the tigers, like, I just rewatched the first scene of us meeting Jinwoo and the tiger. They did great. That was a boss ass scene. And I guess maybe he is different because also in that scene, Jinwoo, he approaches the Demon King from like the front and he makes his big entrance. And when he gets to the front, he says a word and then the other boys join the group and they meet him as one. And it's very synchronized. So maybe Jinwoo controls them? Because we have no idea how much Jinwoo seems powerful. And he's like obviously respected enough to be able to talk back to the Demon King and not like be immediately killed. So he's powerful enough to have a modicum of respect, I guess. I mean, talking back doesn't really mean you get like burned to death. And then, it was like, dude, when Rumi called herself a mistake, And then Celine not even be able to look at Rumi, and it's like, babe, you... I was crying so hard during that. And like Rumi's in demon mode, which was so awesome. I wish she stayed in it, but I get why she didn't. But I hope they do more with that in the sequel. There better be a sequel. And then Rumi begs her, and Celine's like, no, I do love you. And she's like, all of me. And Celine doesn't say I do. She doesn't. She's not like, I love, and I don't think Celine was disgusted. She didn't touch. Someone else on the internet said this. I didn't see this. Maybe if I rewatched a couple more dozen times, I would have seen it. But when Celine goes to comfort Rumi, she doesn't touch her skin. And she definitely doesn't touch, like, her hands or anything, like her demon hand. She covers her shoulders and then she touches her. I think that might be disgust. But like the way when she like refused, when she couldn't look her in the face, when she was backing away, when she was like trying so hard to avoid her, that didn't read like disgust to me. It looked more like she was guilty. Cause I don't know why, but something about it read more as guilt. Like she couldn't bear to look at her because of something she did. She's ashamed and she's guilty. And she can't look her niece in the eye. Some theories think Celine, I don't know if they think Celine killed Rumi's mom or if, well, they do. They think Celine killed Rumi's mom on accident or out of rage when she found out she fell in love with a demon. And I wish we got more backstory on Rumi's mom. Because obviously they were raised, and I wonder if, is it like, it has to be generational, because Rumi was raised in it, and we can assume Celine was raised in it, and by how, like, staunch she is about it, from the few scenes, there's, like, 2 scenes with her. That's also another, well, that's a later problem. So, I wonder if did she confront her sister, or did she, like, try and kill the demon, and her sister stepped in the way, and she got stabbed or something on accident, and she, like, we have to protect her, and that's why she can't bear to look at her? And Celine, she mentioned a promise. She made a promise. We can assume it's a promise to Rumi's mom. I don't know, I forgot Rumi's mom's name. To Rumi's mom, but what if it's not? What if it's to Rumi's grandmother, Celine's mom? What if she found out what Celine did, or what happened when Celine found out, and she made her surviving daughter swear to raise Rumi? We have no other family members. There's really only 2 other people besides the girls, because the fans are like a collective character. We have Bobby and we have Celine. We don't know when Celine stepped down or when she stepped out of being the manager or being in charge. We just know Bobby's in charge now and they really like him. We don't know anything about their parents. We don't know. We know stuff about I think Mira's parents are the only ones we really like know about, because that's like her problem is she's mad at them because they wanted her to be like soft, and that's not who she is. I need to know who her dad is. I know some people think it's Guima. I don't know. I mean, that could work if they played it right, but it doesn't connect. I feel Guima does not seem like the type of guy, doesn't seem the type of demon to hold back against his own blood. And I feel like if she was his kid, he would have known, because he knew she was a demon. He's like, one of those hunters is one of mine, but I can't control her. He would have definitely used that. And I don't see Celine, like, unless Celine doesn't know who the dad is. She just knows she's a demon because, like, the kid's got patterns. But yeah, I don't see Celine taking care of the Demon King's kid. I don't think they'll go. I think he's a lesser demon. I think it's more like a demon like Jinnu, who's really powerful and really strong and who's guilty. And like Rumi's mom they fell in love somehow and they just connected, and and that's it. And maybe he's gone. And it makes sense if they were both gone, but it would be more dramatic if he wasn't and he just abandoned her to humanity because he thought it would be better. Like that would. I'm gonna rag on this movie in like 2 minutes, but it's very insular, and I don't mind it. I love the movie. I want more of it. Papa, Me want more movie. And I wish we could see more of like the girls bonding. Oh, that scene, the train scene, when Rumi like got distracted and she failed, and they failed in that whole train car from being full of people, and it ended up and there was just 3 people who walked out, and it's just like quiet, and they're like, we're on your side, but we don't know what's going on, and you're not helping, please. And it's like, and she can't, even then she can't, like, because she's not ready yet to tell them, and she never would have been ready. Like, if the demons didn't force her, she never would have showed them. And I think that's, like, fear is very comfortable at a certain time, and she's very scared. And, but that was a great scene. It makes the world feel bigger. And I think I'm happy they didn't cut that scene, because it's like that's what happens when you fail. Like, these things are demons and they eat people. It reminds us what Jinnu is. Jinnu eats people. We didn't see it personally, but we know he has, because he's a demon, and that's what they survive on. But no, Huntrix is way nicer than me, because I would have let the people know demons existed, and I would have brought on mass panic in Korea, and you know what? In South Korea, and you know what? They would have fucking deserved it. Because what do you mean I'm doing parkour around the streets, 2 a.m., falling from 3,000 feet in the air, and you're listening to the guys trying to kill everyone? No, if I'm panicking, we're all panicking. And I agree with that. Guima looks goofy. At the end, like, fight scene when he was like, rah, and like fireball spits out, or fire steel or something, fire sword. And he was like, he had like the eyebrows and the eyes. That was goofy. This voice actor was amazing throughout the whole thing. Like that fire, like that rough voice he did. Great, loved it. Goofy as hell in the final battle, but you know what? That's okay. Have you ever seen Encanto? This one of my favorite scenes in Encanto. Dos orguitos, 2 butterflies. Google Translate did not help me, but that scene where like the song's playing softly, and then you can kind of hear like the characters like laughing and talking and stuff, but it's really just the song, and then it's just like the grandmother's, abuela's relationship with abuelo. I think it should be that. It's just like a really sad song, and it's like just her backstory, Rumi's mom and dad meeting and stuff like that, and it's quick and it's sad, and then it just ends in despair. I think that would go so hard. That would be amazing. But I'm not unreasonable. Sony, Netflix, I will accept a trilogy. You know, I won't hold out for 3 seasons, 24 episodes each. You know, I'm not gonna do that. I know you better. I know what you did to Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, and I've moved past it. I haven't moved past Julie and the Phantoms either, but I have, my scars have wounded over. My wounds have scarred over, and I've been putting Aquaphor on them, so they're getting soft. So I will accept it. I will accept the trilogy, and I would like a soft serve machine, but that's just an apology for the other stuff. I'll accept the trilogy, and I think if they let the creatives do what they need to do and stop bugging, then I think this could be something really good. I really do ship Zoe Mixery.